Fellow Drops fans, today we have a coffee that smells like candy and tastes even sweeter. Colombia Villa Betulia from Corvus Coffee. Let's get into it. What's up, fellow Drops fans, fellow fans, and coffee lovers everywhere? My name is Haley. I am your local resident Q grader coming at you live from Fellow's San Francisco storefront and playground in our pink room, formerly pink room, gray room studio. Coming at you live to talk to you about Colombia Villa Betulia, a wonderful Pink Bourbon from Corvus Coffee, from Colombia, but roasted by Corvus Coffee, from Corvus Coffee and us to you. Before I get into why this coffee is so interesting and honestly spectacular, let me get into how I am brewing it. So I am brewing 21 grams of coffee in to 350 grams out. I bloomed at 60 grams, about 60 grams of water for 40 seconds, and then I broke bloom. Just poured up to 150 grams, then I'm gonna go up to 250 grams, and then finally I will finish at 350 grams with 10 gentle swirls of agitation after that last pour. I'm brewing at 201 degrees Fahrenheit, so a little bit cooler than I normally would brew, which my standard brew temperature is around 205 degrees. So 201 is slightly cooler because I wanted to pull out and accentuate with the cooler temperature more of that juiciness, that round mouthfeel, that slight fruit juice viscosity in this coffee with that lower temperature. This coffee is an anaerobic natural process coffee, so a little bit more soluble. The lower temperature and the medium to medium coarse grind setting really allows for those round sweetnesses, that mouthfeel, that viscosity to be accentuated. Speaking of grind setting, I ground at a 5.2 on Ode with SSP, which is about a 4.2 on Ode Gen 2. All other grind setting conversions for Opus or Ode Gen 1 you can find on our brew guide blog post, which is linked in the description of this video. I'm gonna go ahead and do my last pour, and also I am pouring in spiral pours. Yeah, pouring spiral pours throughout the brew. Just did my last pour. Let's get into some details about the coffee as this coffee's dripping. So taste-wise, as I mentioned before, like a million times, juicy round mouthfeel. If you want more of that fruit juice viscosity, that thicker kind of body and mouthfeel, highly recommend taking the total brew out, like the total brew weight, down to 340 grams. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gentle swirls. As I was saying, instead of brewing up to 350 grams, you could brew to 340 grams, take that back a little bit to enhance that viscosity, that juiciness, that slight syrupiness found in this coffee. But I'm brewing at 350 grams to still have that juicy round viscosity, sweetness stuff, but a little bit more toned down than a tighter ratio would be. Also getting like a high pointy pineapple, super sweet, pointy in a contributor way, definitely. Some red berries, some I don't know what this is. Why do I do that? Some punchiness, as I said before, say fruit juiciness one more time. I'm just super excited about this coffee. It's expressive, but yet so balanced. It's really, truly a treat. Also want to thank Corvus for contributing a V60 brew recipe. That dial is pretty sweet, and an espresso dial. You can find both of those on our brew guide blog post, again linked in the description of this video. As always, it is easy to order from Fellow Drops. All you have to do is text us back the number of bags you want, 1, 2, however many bags, and we'll send them to you. If you don't want coffee this week, don't text us back and we won't charge you or send you unnecessary coffee. We'll just text you next week with another delicious curated selection. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again this week. Would love to hear what you think about this coffee in the comment section. Always love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week with another brew guide video. See ya!